How I got an NBTV, a bite-sized nighttime bit to help your business grow, because I'm just driving back from the Royal Albert Hall, having been to the Olivier Award. You saw that in last week's episode, and I talked about performance and the difference it makes. But oh my goodness, the theme of the awards this year was be inspired, and I have been really inspired tonight by a number of the award winners, but none more so than the Special Achievement Award that they gave right at the end of the evening to Sir Kenneth Branagh. And he made a really profound speech that obviously was aimed at people in the theatre, but it was absolutely applicable and relevant to all of us who forge our careers and our ways in life as entrepreneurs. He talked about how fear and dreams are incompatible and don't mix, and he was urging people to make more stuff and follow their dreams. He was far more eloquent than I'm being now, which is why I've got the little clip of Sir Kenneth Branagh's speech at the Olivier Awards in April this year, when he was presented with his Special Achievement Award. And as he's speaking, just imagine that he's talking to you as a business owner, because this is relevant, this is bite-sized, just might help your business grow. Good night.
Now, each year the Olivier Awards gives a special award to someone who has achieved extraordinary things in London theatre. Here is a short piece celebrating this year's recipient.
Actor and director of 39 major stage productions, the youngest performer to play Henry V at the Royal Shakespeare Company, here's why we're inspired by Kenneth Branagh. After graduating from RADA, he joined the RSC and went on to found the critically acclaimed Renaissance Theatre Company.
If he's part of a company, you don't ever get the feeling that he thinks he's the most important there.
He went on to enjoy global success in theatre, film and television as both an actor and director. In 2015, he returned to the London stage and spent a year putting on a season of plays with the Kenneth Branagh Theatre Company, championing his ideals of repertory theatre and bringing new audiences to the West End.
Once a day, I'll visit the chamber where they lie, and tears shed there shall be my recreation.
In The Winter's Tale, I used to stand beside him before the scene. I have a long velvet coat on. We were standing there just about to go on, and I went, "Oh, I've forgotten to put on my skirt." Well, I'm here to tell you that Ken Branagh lay against the wall of the theatre. He laughed and laughed and laughed till the tears were pouring down his face. No help, of course.
Regarded as one of Britain's foremost actors with a career spanning 30 years, the Olivier Awards are proud to present Sir Kenneth Branagh with the special award for his contribution to British theatre.
Ken, I'm very, very sorry I'm not there. And I'm thrilled that you're getting this award. And I hope it'll teach you to behave better. And please employ me again.
Please welcome Oscar, Tony and Olivier Award winner, Sir Mark Rylance.
I was very touched when I was told that Ken Branagh had asked for me to give him this special award. It's the first job he's ever offered me. No, that's not true, actually. I was told at first that it was a Lifetime Achievement Award, and I thought, oh dear, I'm 57, Ken's 56, we've reached that stage where they give you a nice award which is basically saying, thank you very much, now clear off and let someone else have a go. But the organizers have renamed it a special award, and you can forgive them for calling it a Lifetime Achievement Award, as it seems to me it would take any of us a couple of lifetimes to achieve what Ken Branagh has achieved in his lifetime. I feel as his elder, and as he's asked me to come out here, that I should give him a little bit of advice. And the one thing I think is important, I've heard it tonight, is maybe at our age, Ken, you should pick up an instrument, learn it, and keep practicing. So I'd like to invite onto the stage the very special, the unique, the truly inspiring Sir Ken Branagh. No, I'm sorry, the organisers have asked that we cut the evening a bit short. They don't want to hear anything more. No, I'm serious, I'm serious. No, there is the reason I'm interrupting, there's a special gift for you that you're unaware of, and I'll say nothing more than ask that special gift to come on. The companies of his Renaissance Theatre season in the West End.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I've been done up like a kipper. Thank you, the Society of London Theatre. This is special. It's very, very special. However, I'm also very happy to know that in the best possible way, there is nothing special about me. I'm a working class boy from Belfast. I was a comprehensive school kid in Reading. And the privileges that I've had are health, and a loving and supportive family. They're here tonight. I love them very much, and wonderful friends. And by them and by a lot of people in this room, including all of these people, I was inspired to dream. And when people ask me for advice now about working in the theatre, I suggest the same. Wherever you are, wherever you're from, dream. Dream big. And don't be frightened, because in the end, fear and dreams do not mix. There are no mistakes, they're just lessons. And in theatre making and in life, my experience is that it works so much more beautifully when it is a team game, that we work better together than apart, that company is good, and that kindness is king. We live in a very dangerous world, and necessity of art has never been more certain. And whether we're in a theatre where movement moves us, or songs lift us, or words stir us, or laughter lets us cry with joy, these deceptively ephemeral theatrical dreams created with a community of friends, live here, like now, in a shared space, they necessarily divert and they entertain, and at their most magical, they change lives. And when that happens, we can, in fact, help to change the world just a little bit. This, I believe. I've seen the evidence amongst the audiences I've been privileged to play before across the last 35 years. And indeed, I salute the great British theatre-going public for enabling us to make a living and to share stories with, and to know that we are not alone. Thank you for this. I am deeply honored. Good night. Thank you.
Congratulations to all our award winners tonight. Thank you for joining us here at the Olivier Awards with MasterCard, and what an amazing evening in the theatre. From the Royal Albert Hall, good night.